Okay. So I think I'm audible as well as PPT is also visible. Is it the case? Am I audible? Can anyone
Yes,
reply
sir.
me? Okay. Whether PPT is visible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Oh. Wait for 1 minute. Okay. So in our last lecture, we have seen the various types of multiple refrigeration systems. So now the next system which we have to cover, that is nothing but compound compression with multiple expansion wall in series with flash chamber, but no intercooling. So as we are knowing that this is the compound compression. So in compound compression, we are knowing that we have to use two or more than two compressor. So meaning of compound compression is nothing but we have to use two or more than two compressors. Suppose this has a first compressor, this has a second compressor, and this has a third compressor. Okay. So as this is the compound compression, that's why outlet of first compressor will be connected to the inlet of second, outlet of second compressor will be connected to the inlet of third compressor. And before first compressor, that means inlet of first compressor will be the outlet of evaporator. That means here there should be the evaporator, and outlet of last compressor that should be connected to the condenser. So there should be, sorry, so here should be condenser. Now, if you see the condition, so here first compressor, suppose this has a C1, this has a C1, this has a C2, and this has a C3. Now, if you see the condition, this is the multiple expansion wall in series with flash chamber. Multiple expansion wall in series with flash chamber means in between condenser and evaporator, the line which is joining condenser and evaporator, there should be multiple expansion wall. So how many expansion wall we have to use? So here, if you see the pressure, so initially the pressure which is at the outlet of evaporator, that should be evaporating pressure. Then at the outlet of first compressor, evaporating pressure will get converted into delivery pressure 1. So here we will have the delivery pressure 1. Then here the delivery pressure 1 paper will be supplied to the compressor 2. At the outlet of compressor 2, we will have the pressure as a delivery pressure 2. And delivery pressure 2 paper will be supplied to the compressor 3. So delivery pressure 2 will get converted into condenser pressure. So here the meaning of multiple expansion wall means here we have to use one expansion wall in series with another. Here one more expansion wall we need to use. So the function will be whatever outlet of condenser will be there, that outlet of condenser will be provided to the first expansion wall, where pressure will be reduced from condenser pressure to delivery pressure 2, from condenser pressure to delivery pressure 2. So here we will have the pressure equal to delivery pressure 2. And here we are using flash chamber. Here we are using flash chamber. That means here we have to use flash chamber. So what is the function of flash chamber? Flash chamber will separate. Here we are not using the flash chamber for intercooling purpose. Here no intercooling is there. No intercooling means here whatever flash chamber will be there, the purpose of that flash chamber will be to convert or will be to separate the liquid refrigerant from vapor refrigerant. That means whatever here vapor refrigerant will be produced, that vapor refrigerant will be directly supplied to the outlet of second compressor. Will be directly supplied to the outlet of second compressor. So here at the outlet of this flash chamber, at the outlet of that flash chamber, whatever pressure will be there, that pressure will be equal to PD2. Here pressure will be PD2. Here also whatever pressure will be there, that pressure will be PD2 itself. So here after this flash chamber, whatever supply will be there, that will be only pure liquid or saturated liquid to this another expansion wall. So the function of this expansion wall will be to again convert that PD2 pressure into PD1 pressure. PD2 pressure into PD1 pressure. So here at the outlet of this expansion wall, again there will be the formation of liquid plus vapor mixture. Again there will be the formation of liquid plus vapor mixture. So out of that liquid plus vapor mixture, whatever vapor will be generated, that vapor will be bypassed or segregated from this, and here that will be added into the outlet of first compressor. So that will be supplied to the outlet of first compressor. So likewise this system will be there. Again there will be only liquid refrigerant at the outlet. So that liquid refrigerant will be will have the pressure equal to PD1. Now that PD1 pressure liquid refrigerant will be again expanded with the help of expansion wall, and here whatever expansion will be there, that expansion will be up to the pressure equal to evaporating pressure, up to evaporating pressure. Now here if you see this condition, what is the condition? If you see the name of the system, name of system is nothing but compound compression. Compound compression means here we have to check whether all the conditions are getting satisfied or not getting satisfied. So compound compression, what is the meaning of compound compression? Compound compression means outlet of first compressor should be connected to the inlet of second compressor. Outlet of second compressor should be connected to the inlet of third compressor. That means this condition got satisfied. Multiple expansion wall. What is the meaning of multiple expansion wall? What is the meaning of multiple expansion wall in series? So multiple expansion wall means in between or the line which is joining condenser and evaporator. The line which is joining condenser and evaporator, that line should be connected with the expansion wall. And how many number of expansion wall we have to use? That number of expansion wall should be equal to number of compressor. जर ह्या ठिकाणी मी 4 कॉम्प्रेसर यूज केले असते तर ह्या ठिकाणी एक्सपान्शन वॉल किती यूज करावे लागले असते? 4 करावे लागले असते. या ठिकाणी 3 यूज केले, त्यासाठी एक्सपान्शन वॉल किती यूज केले? 3 यूज केले इन series with flash chamber. So after each and every expansion wall, there is a flash chamber, but function of flash chamber is not for the intercooling purpose. So but no intercooling means here that flash chamber will not be used for intercooling purpose. The purpose of that flash chamber will be only to segregate or only to separate vapor refrigerant from the liquid refrigerant. So here with the help of this flash chamber, we have separated vapor refrigerant which is formed after first expansion wall, and that vapor refrigerant is given at the outlet of, or that will be mixed in the outlet of second compressor. Then again here whatever this flash chamber will be there, the function of this flash chamber here, because of this expansion wall, again there will be the formation of liquid plus vapor mixture. So out of that liquid plus vapor mixture, whatever vapor will be there, that vapor which is having the pressure equal to delivery pressure 1, so that vapor having pressure equal to delivery pressure 1 will be separated, and that will be supplied to the outlet of first compressor. So this is overall line diagram for this compound compression with multiple expansion wall in series with flash chamber but no intercooling. Have you understood this system? Yes or no? Will you please write in the chat box whether you understood this system or not? Now, after this system, we have to draw this system on the pH chart. So for drawing this system on the pH chart, first of all, I should have the pH chart. So suppose this has a pressure line, pressure versus enthalpy chart. So here on that pressure versus enthalpy chart, I should have the saturated liquid line, saturated vapor line. Suppose this has a saturated liquid line. Is it visible to everyone? Or should I use dark color? And one more line will be there, that will be called as a saturated vapor line. Suppose this has a saturated vapor line. Then how many pressures are there? Total number of pressure will be P, PD1, PD2 and condenser pressure. That means 4 pressures are there. So here I have to use the I have to show the 4 pressures. First pressure is nothing but evaporating pressure. Suppose this has the evaporating pressure line. Next pressure is nothing but PD1, delivery pressure of first compressor. Suppose this has a PD1. The next pressure is nothing but PD2. Suppose this has a PD2 pressure. Last pressure is nothing but condenser pressure PC. So this has a condenser pressure PC. Now, after that, I have to give the numbers to the line diagram. That means I have to identify the thermodynamic processes, and accordingly, I have to give the nomenclature or number to that thermodynamic process. So first number should be given at the, where should I give the first number? At first number, always we are giving at the inlet of the first compressor or at the outlet of evaporator. So suppose at the outlet of evaporator, we are having the pressure equal to evaporating pressure, and whatever vapor will be there, that vapor will be assumed as a saturated vapor. Evaporating pressure, saturated vapor. So whatever point number 1 will be there, I have to indicate that point number 1 on the evaporating pressure, saturated vapor. That means this point 1. So 1 to 2 process will take place inside the first compressor. So because of this 1 to 2 process, what will happen? Because of this 1 to 2 process, what will happen? That 1 to 2 process will take place inside the compressor, isentropic compression process, and because of the same, here evaporating pressure will get converted into delivery pressure 1, and saturated vapor will get converted into superheated vapor. So here whatever vapor will be there, that will be superheated vapor. So 1 to 2 process, isentropic compression process, and here because of this isentropic compression process, saturated vapor will get converted into superheated vapor. Now, in that point number 2, we are mixing. In that point number 2, we are mixing the vapor refrigerant, which is formed or which is separated inside this flash chamber. So we are knowing that the temperature after each and every expansion wall will be very much low. So whatever vapor will be generated here, that vapor will have the low temperature. So that vapor, when that low temperature vapor will mix inside the superheated vapor, so new point will be generated, and that new point, suppose that as a point number 3. That is a point number 3. So here whatever this point number 3 will be there, that point number 3 will be the mixture of point number 2 and this point. Suppose this point is, suppose A point. I am assuming presently, I am assuming this as a point number A. So if I am assuming point number A as a here, if I am assuming that vapor as a saturated vapor, so point number A will be here and new point will be here. So this will be my point number 3, new point. Now point number 3 will have the pressure equal to delivery pressure 1, because whatever vapors are generated inside the flash chamber, that vapor is also having the pressure equal to delivery pressure 1. So delivery pressure 1, and that delivery pressure 1 vapor is mixing inside the delivery pressure 1 superheated vapor. That's why whatever new point will be generated, that will be on the same line, that is nothing but delivery pressure 1. Now point number 3 will be supplied to the compressor 2, and inside the compressor 2 again isentropic compression process will take place, and because of that isentropic compression process, here PD1 will get converted into PD2. PD1 will get converted into PD2, and here point number 3 will have the slightly superheated vapor. Why slightly superheated vapor? Because point number 2 is having the superheated vapor, and if I am assuming point number A is having the saturated vapor, then combination of superheated vapor and saturated vapor will be slightly superheated vapor. That's why my point number 3 will be here. And 3 to 4 process will be likewise. 3 to 4 process will be likewise, and here slightly superheated vapor will get converted into superheated vapor. Now again in that superheated vapor, we are mixing the vapor refrigerant. Which is separated from this flash chamber. So here if I'm assuming this as a point number B, so that point number B will have the pressure equal to delivery pressure 2. Point number B will have the pressure equal to delivery pressure 2. So when I'm mixing superheated, or when I'm mixing saturated vapor inside the superheated vapor having the same pressure equal to PD2, then new point will be generated. Suppose this as a new point, suppose point number 5. I'm assuming this as a point number 5. So whatever point number 5 will be generated, that point number 5 will be generated because of mixing the point number 4 into the point number B. Point number 4 into the point number B. So this will be my point number 5. So point number 5 will again have the pressure equal to delivery pressure 2. Will again have the pressure equal to delivery pressure 2. And here again inside the third compressor, delivery pressure 2 will be compressed up to the pressure equal to condenser pressure. So this will be my 5 to 6 process which will occur inside the third compressor. So here this will be my 5 to 6 process. This will be point number 6. Now 6 to 7 process will occur inside the condenser, and inside the condenser what will happen? Constant pressure heat rejection process will take place, and because of that constant pressure heat rejection process, at constant condenser pressure heat will be rejected. Because of that heat rejection, here superheated vapor will first of all get converted into saturated vapor, and after that saturated vapor will get converted into saturated liquid. So here if I am assuming outlet of condenser as a saturated liquid, then my point number 7 will be here. This will be my point number 7. Now 7 to 8 process will occur. 7 to 8 process will occur inside this expansion valve, where pressure will be reduced from condenser pressure to delivery pressure 2. So 7 to 8 process will occur inside the first expansion valve, where pressure will reduce from condenser pressure to delivery pressure 2. So now here at point number 8, I am having the liquid plus vapor mixture. At point number 8, I am having liquid plus vapor mixture, and that liquid plus vapor mixture is having the pressure equal to delivery pressure 2. Now when I am supplying that point number 8, that is nothing but delivery pressure 2 liquid plus vapor mixture to this flash chamber. The function of this flash chamber will be to separate. The vapor refrigerant and liquid refrigerant. So out of that liquid plus vapor mixture, all the vapors will be separated, and that will be supplied. All the vapors will be separated, and that will be supplied to the point number 4. So here if I am considering this as a point number 9, so point number 9 will be ह्या लिक्विड प्लस वेपर मिक्सचर मधल्या सगळ्या ज्या वेपर होत्या त्या म्हणजे काय असणार आहे? पॉइंट नंबर 9 काय? पॉइंट नंबर 9 काय इंडिकेट करणार आहे? हा पॉइंट नंबर 9 काय इंडिकेट करणार आहे? जो आपण बी म्हटलं होतं तो पॉइंट नंबर असणार आहे 9. तो काय इंडिकेट करणार आहे? डिलिव्हरी प्रेशर 2 आणि सॅच्युरेटेड वेपर इंडिकेट करणार आहे. ज्यावेळेस मी डिलिव्हरी प्रेशर 2 आणि सॅच्युरेटेड वेपर मध्ये सुपरहिटेड वेपर आणि डिलिव्हरी प्रेशर 2 मिक्स करेल, त्यावेळेस मला काय मिळणार आहे? नवीन पॉइंट नंबर 5 मिळालेला होता. ओके, हा झाला माझा पॉइंट नंबर 9. आता all the vapors I have segregated. That's why whatever remaining refrigerant will be there, that refrigerant will be only in the form of liquid. That is nothing but saturated liquid. म्हणजे 8 पॉइंट काय होता, पॉइंट नंबर 8 काय होता, लिक्विड प्लस वेपर मिक्सचर होतं. त्यापैकी वेपर मिक्सचर किंवा वेपर रेफ्रिजरंट आपण सेपरेट केलं, म्हणजे राहिलेलं जे आहे फ्लॅश चेंबरच्या आउटलेटला जे राहिलेलं रेफ्रिजरंट असणार आहे ते काय असणार आहे, कम्प्लीट लिक्विड असणार, म्हणजे सॅच्युरेटेड लिक्विड असणार. That means here my point number 10 will indicate delivery pressure to and saturated liquid. Delivery pressure to and saturated liquid. Now that delivery pressure to and saturated liquid is again expanded inside this expansion wall. And here pressure will reduce from PD2 to PD1. Pressure is reduced from PD2 to PD1, and this process will be 10 to 11 process. So this will be 10 to 11. Now whatever this 11 point will be there, point number 11 will be there, that will represent the again liquid plus vapor mixture. That point number 11 will again represent the liquid plus vapor mixture having the pressure equal to PD1. Now when I am supplying that liquid plus vapor mixture having pressure equal to PD1 to this flash chamber, out of that all the vapor will be separated. And that will be considered as a point number 12. जे या ठिकाणी पॉइंट ए जो कन्सिडर केला होता तो पॉइंट ए म्हणजेच काय असणार आहे, पॉइंट नंबर 12 असणार आहे. म्हणजे या ठिकाणी पॉइंट नंबर 11 ला म्हणजे PD1 प्रेशरला जे काय लिक्विड प्लस वेपर मिक्सचर होतं त्यापैकी सगळं वेपर जे आहे ते आपण कशाला देतोय, सगळं जे काय वेपर होतं ते आपण पॉइंट नंबर 2 मध्ये मिक्स करतोय. म्हणजे आउटलेट ऑफ फर्स्ट कॉम्प्रेसर मध्ये ते सगळं वेपर मिक्स करतोय. म्हणजे या ठिकाणी मला पॉइंट नंबर 12 असणार आहे, हा पॉइंट नंबर 2 असणार आहे, आणि हा न्यू पॉइंट काय असणार आहे, पॉइंट नंबर 3 असणार आहे. आणि सगळं वेपर सेपरेट केल्यामुळं त्या फ्लॅश चेंबरच्या आउटलेटला जो पॉइंट असणार आहे तो असणार आहे पॉइंट नंबर 13. And that point number 13 will be only liquid refrigerant, and that liquid will be saturated liquid. Point number 13 will be saturated liquid having pressure equal to delivery pressure 1. Now that point number 13 will be expanded inside this expansion wall, and this will be 13 to 14 process. So here expansion will take place from PD1 to evaporating pressure, and here this will be 13 to 14 process. So 14 point will indicate evaporating pressure liquid plus vapor mixture. So evaporating pressure liquid plus vapor mixture or slightly wet vapor will be supplied to the evaporator where actual heat absorption process will take place, and because of this heat absorption process that liquid plus vapor mixture having evaporating pressure will get converted into saturated vapor having evaporating pressure. So here actually heat rejection process will take place inside the condenser, and heat absorption process will take place inside the evaporator. So have you understood this system? Yes or no? Write in the chat box, have you understood this system? So I will take the poll related to the same. Have you understood the system? As many students are not writing anything in the chat box, that's why I will take the poll. So I think on your screen there will be one poll. Have you understood this system? So you have to give the reply for this poll. Do it fast. Total number of participants are 67. So only 25 students have replied for the poll. What about remaining student? Do it fast. We don't have that much time. That means only 34 students are active. What about remaining student? 35 students are active. So if you see the result, 97% students are saying yes. 3% student or 2% students are saying no. Okay, the student, those who are saying no, will you please ask me the query where you haven't understood? Or if you are facing any query or any problem, will you please unmute yourself and will you please ask me the question so that I will clarify that question and will proceed further. Is there any query, any question? You have to ask that query or question. Until and unless you are not going to ask me the query or question, I will be unable to understand whether you are getting the points or you are not getting the point. Likewise. So, okay. So the student, as only 2% student are saying that they haven't understood. So if you are having any query, I'm giving the chance to ask the question. And if you are hesitating to ask the question in mob, so personally after the lecture, you can contact me. I will resolve your query or your question. Okay. So this was compound compression with multiple expansion wall in series with flash chamber, but no intercooling. So the system diagram will be likewise, which we have seen, and the pH diagram or pH diagram will be likewise. Only thing, this line here, this line should be dark one, like again this line should be dark one. Only this much is difference. Okay, now we'll see the last system from this multi-compression system. So last system is nothing but compound compression with multiple expansion wall and flash intercooling. So here whatever, so if you see the name compound compression, change the color. So compound compression means two or more than two compressor, and here outlet of first compressor will be connected to the inlet of second, outlet of second compressor will be connected to the third compressor. Multiple expansion wall. Multiple expansion wall म्हणजे आता सारखंच, in between the line condenser or the line which is joining the condenser to evaporator, there should be number of expansion wall, and here how many number of expansion wall we have to consider? Number of expansion wall will be equal to number of compressor. जर तुम्ही 3 कॉम्प्रेसर घेत असाल तर नंबर ऑफ एक्सपान्शन वॉल 3 असणार आहे. 4 कॉम्प्रेसर घेत असाल तर नंबर ऑफ एक्सपान्शन वॉल 4 असणार आहे. आणि फ्लॅश इंटरकूलिंग आहे. गेल्या वेळेस काय होतं, फ्लॅश चेंबर होते इन सिरीज मध्ये पण नो इंटरकूलिंग होतं. त्या ठिकाणी काय फ्लॅश इंटरकूलिंग आहे. फ्लॅश इंटरकूलिंग असल्यामुळे काय फ्लॅश चेंबर मधून म्हणजे आउटलेट ऑफ फर्स्ट कॉम्प्रेसर शुड पास थ्रू द फ्लॅश चेंबर and that will be supplied to the inlet of third compressor likewise. So if you see the system, you will easily understand the system. So this will be the system diagram. So if your screen still the pole is there, then you can close that pole and you will have the this slide. So here if you see, here if you see, there are number of compressor. The number of compressor are 3. This is the first compressor, this is the second compressor, this is the third compressor. And as this is the multi compression system, as this is the multi compression system, wait for 1 minute. Okay. Okay, so here as first word is compound compression, that's why we have used 2 or more than 2 compressor. As this is the compound compression, that's why outlet of first compressor should be supplied to the inlet to the second, and outlet of second compressor should be supplied to the inlet of third compressor. After last compressor, there should be condenser. Before first compressor, there should be evaporator. Multiple expansion wall. Multiple expansion wall चा अर्थ काय होते? Okay, multiple expansion wall means here there will be number of expansion wall. This is the first expansion wall. Here we are having the second expansion wall. Here we are having the second expansion wall, and here we are having the third expansion wall. So all these expansion walls are connected in series. That's why that will be called as a multiple expansion wall. And after each and every expansion wall, there will be the flash chamber. This is the flash chamber. This is the flash chamber. And the purpose of this flash chamber will be to cool the refrigerant. Cool the vapor refrigerant, which is available at the outlet of first and second compressor. त्या ठिकाणी फर्स्ट कॉम्प्रेसरच्या आउटलेटला जे काही पेपर रेफ्रिजरंट असणार आहे ते आपण काय करणार आहे, कूल करणार आहे या फ्लॅश चेंबरच्या सहाय्याने. आणि ह्या सेकंड कॉम्प्रेसरच्या आउटलेटला जे काही पेपर रेफ्रिजरंट असणार आहे, सुपरहीटेड वेपर, that will be cooled with the help of this flash chamber. So this system will be called as a compound compression with multiple expansion wall and flash intercooling. So if you see the difference between previous system and this system, if you see the difference between previous system and this system, only difference is here we are using the flash intercooling. So in previous system there was not flash intercooling. So no flash intercooling means we were separating the liquid refrigerant from vapor refrigerant with the help of flash chamber, and that vapor refrigerant which are separated from the flash chamber, that we were mixing directly at the outlet of first and second compressor. But here whatever outlet of first and second compressor is there, that we are passing through the flash chamber. That's why here we are doing the flash intercooling. So this will be the system. Now if I want to draw the pH diagram for this system, so pH diagram for this system will be, so I will directly showing, now I am going to directly show that systems. So pH diagram will be likewise. So 1 to 2 process will occur inside the first compressor, 2 to 3 process will occur inside the flash chamber, then 3 to 4 process will occur inside the second compressor, 4 to 5 process will occur inside the second flash chamber, 5 to 6 process will occur inside the last compressor, 6 to 7 process will occur inside the condenser. त्या ठिकाणी काय होते, कंडेन्सर मध्ये सुपरहीटेड वेपरचं कन्वर्जन सॅच्युरेटेड लिक्विड मध्ये होते. Then 7 to 8 process will occur inside the first expansion wall. आता फर्स्ट एक्सपान्शन वॉल मध्ये काय झालेलं आहे, लिक्विड प्लस वेपर मिक्सचर जनरेट झालेलं आहे. लिक्विड प्लस वेपर मिक्सचर जनरेट झालेलं आहे, आणि त्यामध्ये आपण काय मिक्स केलेलं आहे, इन दॅट लिक्विड प्लस वेपर मिक्सचर वी आर मिक्सिंग द सुपरहीटेड वेपर्स विच आर जनरेटेड और सुपरहीटेड वेपर आफ्टर फर्स्ट सेकंड कॉम्प्रेशन. म्हणजे सेकंड कॉम्प्रेसरचं जे काय आउटलेट होतं ते आपण कशामध्ये मिक्स करतो, ह्या फ्लॅश चेंबर मध्ये मिक्स करतो, आणि त्यामुळे काय होतंय, त्या ठिकाणी न्यू पॉइंट जनरेट होतोय. दॅट इज नथिंग बट पॉइंट नंबर 5. दॅट इज नथिंग बट पॉइंट नंबर 5. आणि ह्या ठिकाणी काय होते, फ्लॅश चेंबर मधून हे वेपर रेफ्रिजरंट पास केल्यामुळे ऑल द वेपर्स विल बी सेपरेटेड and at the outlet of that flash chamber whatever refrigerant will be there, that refrigerant will be only saturated liquid. So this will be the outlet of flash chamber. या ठिकाणी त्या फ्लॅश चेंबरच्या आउटलेटला, त्या फ्लॅश चेंबर मध्ये आपण काय करतोय, जे काय लिक्विड प्लस वेपर मिक्सचर आहे, जे काय लिक्विड प्लस वेपर मिक्सचर आहे विच इज at the outlet of first expansion wall, त्या एक्सपान्शन वॉलच्या आउटलेटचं जे काय लिक्विड प्लस वेपर मिक्सचर आहे त्यामध्ये आपण काय करतोय, ही जी काय सुपर हिटेड वेपर आहे ही सुपर हिटेड वेपर मिक्स करतोय. आणि ही सुपर हिटेड वेपर मिक्स केल्यामुळे काय होतंय, ह्यातलं जे काय पेपर रेफ्रिजरंट आहे, त्यातलं जे काय पेपर रेफ्रिजरंट आहे, त्यातलं जे काय पेपर रेफ्रिजरंट आहे ते पेपर रेफ्रिजरंट फक्त सेपरेट होते आणि ह्याच्या आउटलेटला जे काय राहते, outlet of this flash chamber, that outlet of this flash chamber will be only liquid refrigerant. Outlet of this flash chamber will be only liquid refrigerant. Are you getting? So that liquid refrigerant will be again expanded inside the next expansion wall. Again there will be the formation of liquid plus vapor mixture, and here again in that liquid plus vapor mixture we are mixing the vapor refrigerant or superheated vapor which are formed at the outlet of first expansion, outlet of first compressor. And here because of the same, here whatever vapor will be generated, that vapor will be supplied to the first compressor. So likewise this system is there. So here if you see the diagram, first expansion wall मध्ये काय झालेलं आहे, जे काय वेपर जनरेट झालेलं आहे ते वेपर ह्या साइडला दिलेलं आहे आणि आउटलेट ऑफ दॅट एक्सपान्शन वॉल देयर विल बी द सॅच्युरेटेड लिक्विड दॅट विल बी अगेन एक्सपांडेड इनसाइड द सेकंड एक्सपान्शन वॉल. ह्यात परत काय करतोय, ह्या ज्या फ्लॅश चेंबर मध्ये परत काय करतोय आपण, आउटलेट ऑफ फर्स्ट कॉम्प्रेसरचे जे काय सुपर हिटेड वेपर आहे ते काय करतोय, मिक्स करतोय. आणि सुपर हिटेड वेपर मिक्स केल्यामुळे न्यू पॉइंट जो आहे तो काय असणार आहे, फक्त सॅच्युरेटेड वेपर ह्याच्या आउटलेटला, फ्लॅश चेंबरच्या आउटलेटला सॅच्युरेटेड वेपर जे येते ते आपण सेकंड कॉम्प्रेसरच्या इनलेटला देतोय. आणि ह्या फ्लॅश चेंबरच्या आउटलेटला आपल्याला काय मिळणार आहे, सॅच्युरेटेड लिक्विड मिळणार आहे. and that saturated liquid will be again expanded with the help of third expansion wall, and that outlet of third expansion wall will be provided to the evaporator where actual heat absorption process will takes place, and here actual heat rejection process will takes place. So this will be the pH diagram. This will be the pH diagram for compound compression with multiple expansion wall and flash intercooling. Are you getting? Okay. So this was the line diagram as well as pH diagram. Now we'll proceed further for the next. So here we have completed all the four systems which are related with the multi-compression system. Now after multi-compression, in that system, whatever four system we have seen, in that four system there were two or more than two compressor as well as two or more than two expansion wall also were also present. And the purpose of that system will be to obtain very low temperature with the help of PCRS system. Now, if our purpose or if our application is to obtain various temperature zone at the various region, then instead of multi-compression, we have to use the multi-evaporator system. So here, whatever multi-pressure system is there, that multi-pressure system is divided into two categories. First one is called as a multi-compression system. Second one is called as a multi-evaporative system. So multi-compression system is if we are using two or more than two compressor, that will be called as a multi-compression. So when we have to do the multi-compression, obviously we have to use two or more than two expansion wall, and number of expansion wall should be equal to number of expansion wall should be equal to number of compressor used in that system. Now multi-evaporative system. So here if we are using two or more than two evaporator, if we are using two or more than two evaporator for obtaining different temperature zone or same temperature also, For same temperature as well as for obtaining different temperature zone also, we can use the multi-evaporative system. So if we are using two or more than two evaporator for obtaining different temperature zone, then that system will be called as a multi-evaporative system, or that is also called as a multi-load system. So there will be basically two types of that multi-evaporative or multi-load system. So out of that, first one will be multi-evaporative system with single compressor. So if I am using a single compressor along with multi-evaporator, if I am using a single compressor along with multi-evaporator, that system will be called as a multi-evaporative or multi-load system with single compressor. And second one is nothing but multi-evaporative system or multi-load system with compound compression. So multi-evaporative system with compound compression, what is the meaning? Here in this system, we have to use two or more than two evaporator. At the same time, we have to use two or more than two compressor also. Two or more than two compressor also. Are you getting? So whatever these two types are there, so each type will consisting of different three systems. So first type will have three systems. Second type will again have three systems. So all these six systems we have to study. So that six system will be divided into two categories. First one is multi-load system with single compressor, multi-load system with compound compression. So we'll see those type one by one. So out of that, whatever multi-load system or multi-evaporative system with single compressor is there, whatever multi-evaporative system with single compressor is there, that will have total three types. First one will be called as a multi-evaporator at the same temperature with single compressor and expansion valve. So here also, whatever these systems will be there, so these systems will be, or we are able to draw line diagram as well as pH diagram of all those systems with the help of name itself. So related to multi-evaporative system with single compressor, first system is multi-evaporator at same temperature with single compressor and expansion valve. Second system is multi-evaporator at different temperature, multi-evaporator at different temperature with single compressor and individual expansion valve with back pressure valve. So at the time of drawing of this diagram, you will be able to understand what is meant by back pressure valve. Third system is nothing but multi-evaporators at different temperature with single compressor, multiple expansion valve and back pressure valve. So if you see the heading of all these three systems, if you see the heading of all the three systems, so first word is common for all the three systems. First word is nothing but multi-evaporator. First word is nothing but multi-evaporator. Here also multi-evaporator. Here also multi-evaporator. Second word. So second word is same temperature. Here different temperature. Here different temperature. आता सेम टेम्परेचर कधी मेंटेन होणार आहे, जर मी ह्या ठिकाणी तीन इव्हापोरेटर यूज करतो. सपोज हियर आय एम युजिंग 3 इव्हापोरेटर. दिस इज माय फर्स्ट इव्हापोरेटर, दिस इज माय सेकंड इव्हापोरेटर, and suppose this is my third evaporator. So with the help of that evaporator, I am able to maintain the temperature. With the help of that evaporator, I am able to maintain the temperature. Now when I have to use the same temperature, that means T1 is equal to T2 is equal to T3, म्हणजे जे काही नंबर ऑफ इव्हापोरेटर यूज करतोय मी, ते नंबर ऑफ इव्हापोरेटर जर सेम टेम्परेचरला जर मला ऑपरेट करायचे असतील, then that will be possible only if I am providing the same pressure. जर ह्या ठिकाणी मी इव्हापोरेटिंग प्रेशर जर सेम मेंटेन केलं तिन्ही इव्हापोरेटर मध्ये, जर त्या रेफ्रिजरंटचं प्रेशर जर मी सेम मेंटेन केलं, तर त्या केसमध्ये मला काय मिळणार आहे, सेम टेम्परेचर ऑब्टेन होणार. म्हणजे ज्या केसमध्ये मला सेम टेम्परेचर इव्हापोरेटर मध्ये, मल्टी इव्हापोरेटर मध्ये सेम टेम्परेचर ऑब्टेन करायचं आहे, त्या केसमध्ये मला काय करावं लागणार आहे, जे जे काही नंबर ऑफ इव्हापोरेटर्स असणार आहे, ते नंबर ऑफ इव्हापोरेटर्स आय हॅव टू यूज ऍट द सेम प्रेशर. I have to use at the same pressure. Are you getting? And when I have to obtain the different temperature, when I have to obtain different temperature, ह्या ठिकाणी सेकंड केस मध्ये मला काय करायचं, डिफरंट टेम्परेचर ऑब्टेन करायचं. त्या थर्ड केस मध्ये पण मला डिफरंट टेम्परेचर ऑब्टेन करायचं. सो when I have to obtain the different temperature, then in that case I have to run ऑल दोज इव्हॉपरेटर ऍट डिफरंट प्रेशर. म्हणजे ह्या ठिकाणचं जर प्रेशर P1 असेल किंवा इव्हॉपरेटिंग प्रेशर 1 असेल, ह्या ठिकाणचं जर प्रेशर इव्हॉपरेटिंग प्रेशर 2 असेल आणि ह्या ठिकाणचं जर प्रेशर इव्हॉपरेटिंग प्रेशर 3 असेल आणि हे तिन्ही प्रेशर जर वेगवेगळे असतील तर त्याच केसमध्ये काय असणार आहे, टेम्परेचर जे ऑब्टेन होणार आहेत त्या तिन्ही इव्हॉपरेटर मध्ये ते टेम्परेचर काय असणार आहे, डिफरंट टेम्परेचर असणार आहे. आर यू गेटिंग? सो हिअर ऑलवेज कीप इन माइंड, when I have to obtain the same temperature, I have to provide the same pressure for all the type of evaporator. When I have to obtain the different temperature, then I have to provide the different pressure for all the evaporator. Are you getting? Yes or no? Will you please reply me? Yes or no? काहीतरी सांगा बघा. Okay. The next one is single compressor. With single compressor, here also single compressor, here also single compressor, because whatever main type is there, that main type is itself multi-evaporative system with single compressor. That means in that case only one compressor we have to use. Only one compressor we have to use. Here expansion valve, when there will be same temperature, then number of expansion valve will be only one. When there will be different temperature कधी ते होणार आहे, ज्यावेळेस मी डिफरंट प्रेशर सप्लाय करेल आणि डिफरंट प्रेशर का सप्लाय करायचे असतील तर मला नंबर ऑफ एक्सपान्शन वॉल वाढवावं लागते. सो हिअर इंडिव्हिज्युअल एक्सपान्शन वॉल. व्हॉट इज द मिनिंग ऑफ इंडिव्हिज्युअल एक्सपान्शन वॉल? जर प्रत्येक इव्हॉपरेटरला मी सेपरेट एक्सपान्शन वॉल यूज केला, प्रत्येक इव्हॉपरेटरला जर मी सेपरेट एक्सपान्शन वॉल यूज केला तर त्याला मी काय म्हणणार आहे, इंडिव्हिज्युअल एक्सपान्शन वॉल. आणि ह्या ठिकाणी जर वर्ड बघितला तर काय, मल्टिपल एक्सपान्शन वॉल. हिअर वर्ड इज मल्टिपल एक्सपान्शन वॉल. आता मल्टिपल एक्सपान्शन वॉल आणि इंडिव्हिज्युअल एक्सपान्शन वॉल दोन्ही मधला फरक मी सांगतो तुम्हाला 2 मिनिटांमध्ये. या ठिकाणी सपोज दिस इज माय फर्स्ट इव्हॉपरेटर, this is my second evaporator, this is my third evaporator. आणि ह्या ठिकाणी साइडला कुठेतरी माझा कंडेन्सर आहे. सपोज का हिअर माय कंडेन्सर इज देयर. So here in between this there will be compressor. बरोबर आहे. कॉम्प्रेसरचा आउटलेट कंडेन्सरला, कंडेन्सरचा आउटलेट आपण इव्हॉपरेटरला देत असतो. पण ह्या ठिकाणी जर सिंगल इंडिव्हिज्युअल एक्सपान्शन वॉल आणि मल्टिपल एक्सपान्शन वॉल, मल्टिपल एक्सपान्शन वॉलचा अर्थ काय, जर इन बिटवीन कंडेन्सर अँड फर्स्ट इव्हॉपरेटर, हा जर मी फर्स्ट इव्हॉपरेटर, हा फर्स्ट इव्हॉपरेटर कन्सिडर करा किंवा लास्ट इव्हॉपरेटर कन्सिडर करा, 1 2 3. जर कंडेन्सर आणि फर्स्ट इव्हॉपरेटर त्यांना जोडणाऱ्या लाईन मध्ये जर नंबर ऑफ एक्सपान्शन वॉल 2 और मोर दॅन 2 एक्सपान्शन वॉल असतील तर त्याला काय म्हणणार मी, मल्टिपल एक्सपान्शन वॉल म्हणणार. आणि इंडिव्हिज्युअल एक्सपान्शन वॉलचा अर्थ काय होतोय, त्या ठिकाणी प्रत्येक इव्हॉपरेटरला मी काय करतोय, सेपरेट एक्सपान्शन वॉल देतोय. प्रत्येक इव्हॉपरेटरला सेपरेट एक्सपान्शन वॉल देतोय. So this system will be called as a individual expansion wall. This system will be called as a individual expansion wall. Individual काय म्हणतोय, कारण की हा कंडेन्सर आणि फर्स्ट इव्हॉपरेटर जो आहे त्याला जोडणाऱ्या लाईन मध्ये फक्त एकमेव एक्सपान्शन वॉल आहे. That's why that will be called as a individual expansion wall. आणि ह्या ठिकाणी जर मला मल्टिपल एक्सपान्शन वॉल यूज करायचे असते तर मल्टिपल एक्सपान्शन वॉल साठी मला काय करावं लागलं असतं, हे जे काही एक्सपान्शन वॉल आहे ते त्या ठिकाणी यूज करण्याऐवजी मला काय करावं लागलं असते, पहिला एक्सपान्शन वॉल ह्या ठिकाणी यूज करावं लागला असता. हे जे आउटलेट आहे ते डायरेक्टली ह्याला दिलं असतं. दुसरा एक्सपान्शन वॉल मला ह्या ठिकाणी यूज करावं लागला असता. हे जे आउटलेट आहे ते डायरेक्टली आपल्या इव्हॅपोरेटर 2 ला दिलं असतं आणि तिसरा एक्सपान्शन वॉल ह्या ठिकाणी यूज करावं लागलं असतं. आता ह्या ठिकाणी जर बघितलं तुम्ही कंडेन्सर आणि तुमचा फर्स्ट इव्हॅपोरेटर त्याला जोडणारी जी लाईन आहे त्या ठिकाणी नंबर ऑफ एक्सपान्शन वॉल किती आहे, that is equal to number of evaporator. That's why that system will be called as a multiple expansion wall system. Are you getting? And here, are you getting the difference between individual expansion and multiple expansion? And here, back pressure wall is there. So wherever we want to maintain the different temperature, so different temperature, we have to use the back pressure wall. The same temperature use obtain करायचं असेल डिफरंट इव्हॅपोरेटर मध्ये तर त्या केसमध्ये बॅक प्रेशर वॉल यूज करायची गरज नाही किंवा बॅक प्रेशर वॉल यूज करावं लागत नाही. पण ज्या ठिकाणी मला डिफरंट टेम्परेचर मेंटेन करायचे त्या ठिकाणी मला डेफिनेटली आय हॅव टू यूज द बॅक प्रेशर वॉल. आर यू गेटिंग? येस और नो? आर यू गेटिंग द पॉइंट्स? Yes or no? Okay. Now as time is 12 o'clock, so I will take the attendance, and after taking the attendance, we will end our lecture. So today's date is 9th December. So I will take the attendance. First of all, A division, roll number 1 present, 2 present, 3 present, 4 absent, 5 present, 6 present, 7 absent, 8 present, 9 absent, 10 absent, 11 absent, 12 absent, 13 absent, 14 absent, 15 absent, 16 present, 17 absent, 18 present, 19 absent, 20 absent, 21 absent, 22 present, 23 absent, 24 absent, 25 present, 26 absent, 27 absent, 28 present, 29 absent, 30 absent, 31 absent, 32 absent, 33 absent, 34 present, 35 absent, 36 absent, 37 absent, 38 present, 39 absent, 40 absent, 41 absent, 42 present, 43 present, 44 present, 45 present, 46 present, 47 present, 48 present, then 49 present, 50 present, 51 present, 52 absent, 53 absent, 54 absent, then 55 present, 56 absent, 57 absent, 58 present, 59 present, 60 absent, 61 present, 62 present, 63 present, roll number 64 present, 65 present, then after 65, 66 absent, 67 absent, 68 absent, 69 absent, 70 absent, 71 absent, 72 present, then 73 absent, 74 absent, 75 absent, 76 absent. From A division, roll number 27 present and roll number 36 present. Okay, this is for A division. From B division, roll number 1 present, 2 absent, 3 absent, 4 absent, 5 absent, 6 absent. Roll number 7 present, 8 present, 9 present, 10 absent, 11 absent, 12 absent, 13 absent, 14 present, 15 absent, 16 present, 17 present, 18, 19, 20 absent, 21 present, 22 present, 23, 24, 25, 20, 25 absent, 21, sorry, 23, 24, 25 absent, 26 present, 27 absent, 28 present, 29 present, 30 absent, 31 present. After 31, 32, 33, 34, 35 absent, 36 present, 37 present, 38 absent, then 39 absent, 40 present, 41 present, 42 absent, 43 absent, 44 present, 45 present, 46 absent, 47 present, 48 present, 49 present, 50 absent, 51 present, 52, 53, 54 absent, 55 present, 56 present, 57 present, 58 present, 59 present, 60 present, 61 absent, 62 present, 63 absent, 63 absent, 64 present, 65 absent, 66 absent, 67 present, 68 absent, 69 present, 70 present, 71 present, 72 present, then 73, 74, 75, 76 absent, 77 present, 78 present. After 78, 79 absent, roll number 80 present. Then from B division, roll number 15 also present. From A division, roll number 30 present. Then roll number 61 from B division present. And roll number 73 from B division present. Apart from this, is there anyone? Okay, from B division, roll number 24 is also present. So I think I have considered the attendance of all the present students. So if still someone is remaining, you can ask, you can tell me your roll number. Otherwise, you can exit the lecture. So thank you for attending the lecture. Here we are going to end our lecture.